Culpeper, Virginia.
Getting moved. Get ready to make a legal U-turn.
I knew we should have turned back there.
A U-turn. Goodness gracious, it's already dark. We ain't even
Well,
there.
just do a U-turn and then just go back the other way.
Make the next legal U-turn.
Make the next legal U-turn.
Culpeper, Virginia.
We're at DIV here today. You can see there's hunters everywhere. Not so many right up in there. But they're all over this field here. Jeff's over here digging a pit, a hut maybe.
I think somebody buried a horse.
You think they buried the horse? Got some ash in here and got a lot of bone.
All that white stuff.
Yeah.
Another big piece, brittle.
I got a bullet over here finally.
Do you?
Yep. I've dug several nails using the TDI. This red soil here. And out of that hole right there, I got a 58 dropped. That's my first Virginia bullet. Get the inside cleaned out and see if it's got anything in there. I like that. There's our buddy Will out of California, San Francisco area. And Jeff has stayed with this hole right here.
I'm still getting the signals. So.
Got a general service. It's hard to tell, isn't it?
They're clean up good.
Yeah, it's general service. I can see it there now.
I was hoping it'd be a state button, but
Good job.
I'm still getting a bunch of bones headed that way.
Out of that hole right there. No, I'm just joking. That's Jeff's hole. I found this a while ago and I didn't film it. It wasn't deep, but Jeff said that would hang up on this end right here, and you'd hang your pot over the fire. He's got it in one of his Civil War relic books, so we'll look at it when we get back. Check it out. You see the imprint where it was at? It is a Harmonica Reed. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I'll take it. Jeff is still digging in the hole right there. He found a button. I found my first 58 right there, and I've hunted all around this hill right here quite a bit, and came back down here and I've got another 58 right there. should have just kept going in this area, I guess.
So what do you think about the hunt this week?
Well, we saw some pretty country.
Oh, we did. It's beautiful out that way. We had a great time. Of course, hadn't seen all the finds that were made, but I'm sure there were several of them. And did see a select few, a bunch of 69s found, and of course, you found them Gardners. So I did find that Virginia button, and here's a clip of it.
Back up in a thicket again. I don't know how it is, but me and Jeff find all these thickets. Do we just look for them?
We got a button. What kind is it? It's got a... I don't know what that is. It's a good button though. What is that?
It's got something written on it right there, but I can't read it. It's got a man standing on it.
We're in a Confederate area, but I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch.
Yeah. Let's brush it off and we'll get back in just a minute. What'd you come up with?
I think that's a Virginia button. I'm not for sure, but I believe it is. That's my first one. That's my first state button ever, and that's my first Confederate button, if that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's what it is. That's a great find. That's my first Confederate button.
Let me see if I can get it closer here to the camera.
I found, well, I found these earlier, like right over in there. And then, of course, I've never seen that. I don't know what that is. It's two like little cuff flower buttons.
Reckon those are civilian or?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
But finding that Virginia
You find
button.
2 of them?
Yeah, 2 of them, yep. And then,
And
of course,
they're-
that General Service. Man, I hope that's a Virginia button.
Well, actually, you're pretty close to the trench there where I found my Gardners.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
And
you
then
found
you-
2 Gardners and a couple of iron buckles, didn't
Yeah, I
you?
got 2 Gardners and 2 iron buckets.
Yeah, I found that one Gardner up there.
We're kind of off the beaten path. In fact, we're off up here by ourselves, and you can see it's just a big thicket right in here. There's briars everywhere, but now that's kind of the places that we like to hunt. If that turns out to be a Virginia button, it was worth climbing through the
Oh, yeah,
briars.
it's worth
wasn't
the
it?
mile walk.
It's a long
we
way
hiked.
back in here.
It's
Sure
uphill
is.
both ways.
Yeah. We kind of accidentally found that Confederate place there. You found the button, and then I found a couple of Gardners, and you found some ringtail sharps and everything. Well, just watch the clip here on the Gardners and the ringtail sharps. Me and Jeff like woods, and he came over here and kind of scouted. He's got a spot up there on that hill right there that he worked. Some of them are there. I've come down the hill, and it almost looks like there's a trench right through here. And I was detecting alongside it, and I've got a Gardner right here. Don't have it cleaned up, but that's what it is. Confederate bullet. Gonna hunt here for a little while. Found that Gardner right there, and then little iron buckle right here, right along this trench right here, what I think is a trench. There's Wheel, there's Hornbush, Found that Gardner right there. Found a buckle right there. I've got a Gardner in situ right here. It's kind of hard to see, but that's what it is. I think it's a Gardner. Yeah, that's what it is. Another CS bullet from the American Civil War. I found a Gardner right over there, and then
Look at what I got.
Jeff's got a Gardner.
No, it's a Ringtail Sharps.
Oh, is it?
Yep, sure is.
You know, I've only got 2 Ringtail Sharps, and I found one on the Civil War site in Tompkinsville, and then I found the other one with Jim Armstrong up in northern Kentucky, and I think that's the only 2 that I got.
I believe the
Hold
only
that
ones
back out here.
I believe the only ones I've got I found on a DIV.
I thought that was a Gardner whenever you first pulled it out. That's a good find.
Yep. Let's hope there's some more.
Yeah.
What do you say it was? Did you say it's a camp picket post or what?
I'll say it may have been a picket post. Of course, I was finding the drop percussion caps, and a couple of them had been fired, so I'm really not for sure what was going on there. Found a lot of trouser buttons, 4-hole trouser buttons. So it was kind of funny. Everybody was hunting one side of the farm. Of course, we had another 1,200 acres over on the other side. I mean, 2 people may have been there, so we thought, well, let's try that out. And sure enough, we run up on the good Confederate spots. Found some trench lines and stuff like that.
The best find between us, what we did, was at that spot. Although we didn't find a lot of things there, but the Virginia button, no doubt, was the find of the hunt.
Oh yeah, we didn't find quantity, we found quality. Yeah, that was it.
You find anything else?
Oh yeah, there was a little hole up there. I started digging. It wasn't a spot, no. Figured what we are right here, and then of course I did find another ringtail. Found a Gardner and a drop 44, and then bukus of iron trouser buttons, and then I think that's a piece to a brass piece to a lantern. That's pretty much right on top of the ground.
What it looks like.
And a few pieces of camp lead. But I dug the hole out a little bit, and then I run out of trouser buttons, and then found a few other iron pieces, but that's about it.
I found 2 Gardners and 2 iron buffaloes. That's about it for me. Right here. That button that you found, whatever it turns out to be, it's probably going to be the find of the day.
I think, see, I texted Cham earlier and sent him a picture.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a Virginia state button.
Well, that's good.
He said it looked like a Virginia seal.
That's good.
But yeah, I'm tickled with it.
That'll
I mean, that's the hunt. I mean,
be the find of the week.
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, of course, I'm not done, but I mean, I can go away happy now.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
All right, get back with you then.
We got to meet some good people. Plugmaster Ford was there, and Missouri Mac. And actually, here is a clip of Plugmaster Ford, Jeff Ford, digging he dug a little mini bullet spill, had 2 58s. You'll see it right here.
It looked like
Run up on
chocolate brownie.
my buddy Jeff. He's here digging a hole. We're going to see what he gets out of it.
Don't be a nail, don't be a nail.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it's in there, ain't it?
Yeah, that's not good, because it's not heavy like lead.
I see the head of it.
Le square nail. That right there is a good square nail though, Lloyd.
Yeah, I tell you what,
You
it's
don't
yours.
find them like that back in Missouri.
Yeah. And now it's yours too. That makes it even better.
No, it's yours.
Show me what you got already, just so everybody knows you're not just digging square nails.
That's my 3rd nail, is all I've dug. I have dug some really cool bullets. I got a Williams cleaner. I got a 58. I think that's 58, right?
Yeah.
And a carved bullet there. And then we'll turn over. And I've dug a couple eagle buttons, some tent grommets, and I got a New York cuff button.
That's a sweet button there,
And
I tell
that's a
you.
first for me. Got another eagle cuff button, piece of glass, which came out of over here, but that was it. So,
Well, good luck to you.
thank you, man.
We'll catch up with you in a little bit.
Sounds good.
We're gonna go and see if we can find some CS stuff. I don't know if he's digging a hole or digging a pit.
I'll tell you what, I had a faint low tone, and I dug it, and you can see right down here, that was my last scoop. I threw my last scoop out, and these two were laying there just like that.
258s.
Yep, 258 just sitting there. And I'm not sure if that's all of them. Hadn't really checked a whole bunch, but I'm happy with two of them coming out of one hole, for sure.
That's a good sign too, mate.
Yeah, would be too.
Hard to believe you can pull stuff with all the pressure and all the hunting that's been going on here. But you got to go slow, you know, that's the thing about this place. You got to go slow and you got to listen for those tones because they're faint right now, but that's a good find. Happy with it.
And then rode out with us was Will Johnson.
Yeah, he's a great guy from California. Met him on the treasure spot and talked to him about he needed a ride to the hunt site, so we invited him to ride with us, and turned out Will's a great guy. So
I think so too. Where's he from?
he's from it was kind of a northern California, so
Long trip for him.
a long trip for him.
Another weak signal, but this has been hunted quite a bit, so I'm going to say we're not going to find a lot of stuff that's not real weak. That one there is almost a drop. Maybe a drop, because it's not mangled hardly. Any plow could have done that on it. I don't know. I want to go over here. Will hunting with us out of California. And he's got a real nice find. It is a there Will is right there from the Bay Area. It's a bell seal, and you can see it's got 55 on it. You can see it real good there. Good job. What'd that sound like?
That was sounded like a warble, like a flat bullet.
Yeah.
A little bit of a warble on the tail. So.
Yeah. That's why you dig them all.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That's right.
Day 2 of DIV. Rained for about an hour this morning. But you can see there's quite a few hunters here. And I just got over into this field where we found a few fired bullets yesterday. Got a 58 here. That's about all I'm expecting to find. Is a bunch of fired bullets over here, but a Civil War bullet is a Civil War bullet. Great big old place. Jeff and Will and Frank are back over there. We've moved. We were hunting right over there, the other side of where all the vehicles are parked. This is supposed to be the Confederate camp over here. I got a real nice signal right in there, and it popped out. I haven't even touched it yet, but I can see that it is a bullet, and it's a 58. Not sure what it is. That's all I found today is 58s, but I'll take them all day long. That's what I came for, is find bullets. Out of that hole right there, I got another 58 right there. It's been fired. You can see it's hit pretty hard right there on that side. But that's a Civil War bullet. Haven't found too many of these right here. That is a dropped 58. It's in good shape. Real good shape. I'd like to find some more of them. Most everything we found has been fired.
Looking back, what would you do different, or what would you change?
Well, actually, that would be the only thing I'd change. I would have started with my big coil. But I mean, I did find that Virginia butt, and if I hadn't had that small coil on it, I mean, it was so thick in there, I may not be able to.
It is thick, and me and Jeff are notorious for finding thickets to hunt in. Even when we get into Virginia that has thousands of acres of cultivated or harvested bean fields and corn fields, we still found a thicket. Look here at this.
Found this just a minute ago. Got a, what is it, Belly Park Farm, Culpeper, Virginia.
Bell Park.
Bell Park.
B-E-L-L-E. Let me get up close to that. Yeah, Bell Park Farm, Culpeper, Virginia. That's a good find right there.
Yep.
What'd that go on?
I don't know. It was on a. I checked a little bottle dump out, and then it was on a piece of farm equipment or something. And then, of course, it was half of it was broke loose, so I went ahead and just broke it off.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good find.
It is.
We can date it.
Yeah.
That's why the relics are in places like this, because nobody's going to go here. I mean, a lot of people, the majority, is not going to go out of their way through briars and thickets to find the relics, but you've got to think out of the box. And then, of course, you can see a couple of places I moved some limbs out of the way and then cleaned an area where I could get to the ground. So that's what you've got to do to find relics. I did it again.
What you got now?
I got another ringtail. This is going to be a good spot.
If it's got ringtail sharps, it is. Okay.
Let's see if I hit it a little bit, that plant.
Did you?
Yeah. But you can tell it's corroded. It's got that dirt in it where it's been in these woods.
Yeah.
But they're not but about 5, maybe 6 inches deep.
That's why my Gardner. 6 to 8. I think one of them was like maybe 8, but that's a good find. I tell you.
I believe that buckle's going to be here somewhere.
Hope so.
So after we're heading home, Seven, how'd your first DIV go?
I liked it. It's the camaraderie of being together with all of those guys, with Hornbush and with Frank and with Randy and with Sham and with Ken. Funny story about Ken, if you want to tell it. Ken will kill us.
Well, here's a clip of that.
Well, the rain clouds just went that way.
Oh man, I had a heart attack. Look at that, Sham. I had something in the ground just like that. I just about thought for sure that was a plate. Well, it was a damn piece of wire. Uh-oh.
Check it out now. There's the whole crew right there. Except for me and Will. Will's on the other side.
What a historic location. Diggin in Virginia 36 occurred at Brandy Station, Virginia. That's about 11 miles northeast of Culpeper. And it's located in a perfect place. It was halfway between Washington, D.C., the capital of the Northern Army, and Richmond, Virginia, the capital of the Confederate Army. Consequently, armies from one side or the other occupied this county for most of the war. In fact, the Confederates had a training camp and an army hospital at Culpeper Courthouse, and they established a supply base there early in 1862. The county suffered its first Union occupation when Union General John Pope's Army of Virginia arrived in 1862. This led to the first major battle in Culpeper at Cedar Mountain, or also known as Slaughter's Mountain, in which the Confederate troops under Stonewall Jackson successfully blocked a Union advance into central Virginia. Confederate General Robert E. Lee then drove out Pope during the Second Manassas Campaign of 1862, and the county remained Lee's favored staging area for the remainder of the war. He selected Culpeper for his winter headquarters after the Maryland Campaign and the Battle of Antietam in 1862, and a portion of his army occupied the county following the Battle of Fredericksburg in December of 1862. Lee actually launched his Gettysburg campaign from Culpeper County. But you know, Brandy Station is best known for the largest cavalry battle of the American Civil War. Jeb Stuart faced off against Union troopers at Brandy Station in this battle in June of 1863. Most of the relics that Jeff and I found were Union relics, and that's probably because in December of 1863, the Federal Army of the Potomac established a winter headquarters in Culpeper County, and they didn't leave until May of 1864. But what a wonderful and historic place for me and Jeff to go and hunt Civil War relics.
But anyway, I enjoyed it, and I hope that y'all enjoy this video here. We don't show you everything that we found because we've got a lot of bullets and everything, and I know that you get tired of just watching clip after clip of Doug bullets, but we're going to show you a little bit of scenery, or we showed you some scenery, and introduced you to some different people. We met some different people, and I think we'll get together and have some lunch with some of you guys.
Oh, we sure will. I can't wait.
Yep. See ya.
See ya. Tennessee.